Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. My channel is about all things beauty related, all kinds of makeup content. So if that interests you, be sure to subscribe. Today's video is unrecognizable makeup, step by step, and we're gonna jump right into it. And this is a close-up of the makeup. Hi guys, so we're gonna jump right in and do some date night makeup. So first I'm gonna start with the eyes. So when I prep my eyes, I love to use a really opaque concealer. So I'm gonna go with Hourglass, and this is in the shade Oat. This concealer is so good. It's super opaque and thin. And I like to put just a little bit like that on my eyelids. And I will blend this out. And then I'm gonna set it with a really fine translucent powder. And this is the Say translucent powder. I'm gonna blend out the concealer. I like to make it soft by my brow. I don't want any harsh lines. So I'm just gonna blend it out. I want it to be really, really thin. And I am gonna connect it here. I find it looks best when I connect my concealer over my nose bridge with the other eye. And then just like feather it. And this is really important because this is what's gonna help your eyeshadow stick on your eyelids. It's gonna help stop creasing. And if you put way too much concealer on as a prep, it's also not gonna look good because it's just gonna be like too much product on your very thin skin eyelids. And I like to make sure everything's super even, and like this down here kind of annoys me when it gets in my little inner eyelid creases. I'm gonna set it. Take an Ariel A14. These Ariel brushes are the best. I'll have them linked below. I use them in so many tutorials. They really are just like the best. And Morphe just came out with a bunch of brand new brushes that look so nice. Okay. So now we have this very fine canvas to work with. So for the eyeshadow, I want it to be nothing super dramatic or crazy, no shimmer, but I want to emphasize the outer lashes and like have like a soft shadow wing. And I'm only gonna put little small lashes on the outer part. So a little bit of drama, but not too much. And the eyeshadow palettes I'm gonna be using is the Makeup by Mario. So this is all makeup that I love. Products I always go to because they work and perform amazing. So this is obviously the Makeup by Mario palette everybody knows and loves, and mine is clearly Messy and Loved. And the That's Taupe palette by ColourPop, because this one's super affordable, and like clearly if somebody films YouTube tutorials and they have an eyeshadow palette looks like this or like this, they clearly love and adore these palettes. So this is gonna be the one I mainly use. And That's Taupe is just, the packaging is just the cutest. So I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E40, and I'm gonna go with the shade Pebble Beach. And I'm gonna put this shade all over my crease. Using the very, very tips of my brush, just carving out the crease area. Nothing super crazy, nothing like super skill requiring. It's just blending like this. You can hold the end of your brush, it makes it a little bit easier. And using your wrist. And key to good eyeshadow application is to not put that much pressure on your eye. Let your brush do the work. And I'm gonna do the other eye. And also remember that everyone's crease is totally different on everybody's eye shape. We're all unique, different anatomy. So finding where your crease is gonna be different on everybody. I have like a very large space between my brow bone and my eyebrow. So for me, I have to be careful to not bring eyeshadow up too high, but like make sure you're following your own anatomy. All we want is kind of a contrast between the eyelid and the crease, so that way there's more definition in our eye. And of course, ColourPop's eyeshadows are just amazing. Sigma's brushes are amazing. And so you see how we have this nice definition here. Okay, so one of my favorite Sigma brushes is the E25. It is flatter like that, tapered, and I love it for getting the outer V and then just slightly bringing it up into the crease. So these are the actions I'm going to be using, like that. And I'm going to go into the shade next to it, which is Python. Oh wait, no it's not. Yeah, it is. Python, excuse me, which is like a purpley taupey shade. Tap off the excess. You do not want to go in with too much product. And just softly blend and build. It really doesn't come off that purple. But look how beautiful these shades like complement each other, telling you That's Taupe is such a good palette. I just ordered the Going Coconuts. I used to have that one as well. It's one like this. And I dropped Going Coconuts and I busted so many shadows in it. And it like really made me upset, and I was like, I need to buy a new one, and I didn't go buy a new one, and I finally bought a new one on Amazon. So I'm super excited for that one to come. And there's another one that was at Target. I think it's the Cold Brew palette. I have a tutorial with that one as well. But now ColourPop's at Target, which is super awesome. And I think that's actually my ColourPop palette from Amazon that just came to the door and my dog just freaked out about. That's so funny because it's like I was just talking about it. So yeah, just adding some definition out here because we are going to go with a soft shadow wing. And so just a really subtle, just some definition right there in the outer area. And I like how this is looking warm. At first I thought I want to put like a cool tone shadow here, but I think I'm going to go with my Makeup by Mario palette. I'm going to take this lighter shade, the lightest shade, and just like on a brush. So this is the Ariel A29, nothing crazy. But I do just want to make sure this part stays nice and bright to add just like a little bit of contrast. Like that. And then back in with the That's Taupe palette, I am now going to do a shadow wing. I'm really, really loving the soft wings. So I'm going to go with the shade Bedrock, which is actually going to come out pretty dark. Let me see what's in my Makeup by Mario palette. All right, so Makeup by Mario, I kind of just want like a brown, like a chocolate brown, not like an espresso, almost black brown, but like a real brown. So I'm going to go with that shade right there. So I've used this shade many times. That's a nice chocolatey brown. And then I'm going to take the brush. So you have the shortest part towards your brow, and I'm just gonna like drag up a wing, and I want it to be nice, soft, blended, flowy, you know, just effortless. I kind of dragged it out too far, so I'm gonna use my finger, take it down, like that. And try your best to get them to match, but like, if they do not match, it's not gonna be that obvious to other people. Like, it's not. I feel like I used to spend so much time trying to make them perfect, and it's like, I would end up ruining my eye look. We've all been there. And like this is gonna be blended out, so it's not even gonna be like that precise. Because then I'm gonna take this brush and I just want to blend it. So it's just giving a little bit of a lift, but like nothing super, super crazy, you know? And now, Palladio Beauty, these are the only new products I think I'm using in this video, but Palladio Beauty sent me these 3 brown eyeliners. The ones I currently have I do not like. So I'm gonna try these out. All right, so this one is just brown. So this is it. So this is Brownie by Palladio, and I'm gonna put this on the outer half here. Like that. So that way the outer half is like defined and lifted. And then I'm gonna go in with this brush and just kind of smear it around. Like that. So it's got that nice definition. And we put the lashes on. If it doesn't look perfect, that's okay, because we're gonna put lashes on and it's gonna kind of blur out and lift. So that is the eyes for now. So now we're gonna go on to skin. I have here the new Maybelline Poreless Jelly Primer. I love the new primer. Whoops, my goodness, there's like a dry chunk. I love the new primers that Maybelline came out with. They are so good. This one kind of like is like a gripping primer, but it's also hide your pores. So good. Hydrating. It's affordable. And just be like a little careful around the shadow areas here. L'Oreal Limi Glotion never lets me down. I use this stuff all the time. So good for just adding that extra glow. Love this stuff. Gives you the best hydrating base, glowy, natural skin. I've also had mine for a while, and you get like so much product. I'm getting low, but you really get like so much product. So hydrating, gives you the nice, perfect base. And these are 2 drugstore products. So I like to let this sit for a little bit, kind of like soak into the skin. And I'm gonna go with some concealers. This is the NARS Paw Concealer. I mean, this stuff is literally the best at hiding out any blemishes. And now I'm gonna go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is in the shade Buff. This foundation is so good. Another really good one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one's a little too dark for me right now, but this double wear it's amazing. Amazing. So a little bit goes a long way with this foundation. I'm taking my Sigma F47 and I'm just gonna start patting in the foundation. Patting foundation is the best way to apply it. I will sometimes go like this and I have to remind myself, patting motions, especially because my skin will turn pink and red if I rub on it too hard. And I'm going lightly around my eye area because I'm gonna go with concealer. So I try not to put that much foundation around my eye area. I gotta get on my nose creasing. Well, I guess this would be called like unrecognizable makeup because I am going to do some pretty like intense contouring. This is full coverage foundation. We are changing the eye shape, kind of like faking glowy hydrating skin with the Glotion. So yeah, just pressing in the new Physician Formulas contour. This is the Butter and Glow, and this is the Bronze Multi-Stick Sun-Kissed Rose. This is so good. So I am going to contour with this. I'm going to go with my BK Beauty 116. BK Beauty has great brushes as well. And see how it just tapped out, like blended out amazing? I'm telling you, this contour stick is so good. And this one, I like to blend it up into my hairline. But usually I'm using like patting motions, but with this, it's going up and out. Like, look at that. Blend it out so easily. Did not disrupt my foundation underneath. Like I'm telling you, this contour stick's amazing. And so now I'm gonna go in with some concealer. Still keeping a light hand with the concealer because you don't want to put too much and get some creases. And so this is a brush set that's from Amazon. It's so good. It's the brand Jessp, Jessp, Jessp. So good. And so this is just gonna kind of cause like a darker, lighter contrast here. You want the center of our face to be like the lightest. See that? And then this will bring our lip forward. A bit too much on this side. I'm just gonna top this out. And then I'm gonna blend this part out. And this part out. This is where I gotta be careful because of the eyeshadow. This is what's really gonna lift up the eye look and make you unrecognizable. The Hourglass concealer is so good. It's pricey, but a little bit goes the longest way. So I always wait for the Sephora sale, and it's so good. Okay, this is where you gotta like make those ugly faces and get really into your under eye and crease area and clean up nose contour. Okay, so now I go with my Say translucent powder and I'm going to set my under eye area. So this is where you gotta do like, you gotta be careful. You gotta make sure you have no creasing. So I'm gonna use this, right? I'm gonna take this brush by Ariel and go in and set it like that. Gotta be quick. So I found doing it this way is the best way to not get creasing. And then just set everything in this area. I'm gonna set the center of my face. I also just dermaplaned my face, so my face is like so smooth. And then right here in this nose area, this is where I get real oily. Okay, so then I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. This is by Ariel. It is the A21. Set the whole face. I'm not doing any cream blush today. I have this thing with cream blush where I love cream blush, but I do feel like I just have more control and I can make my makeup look more natural if I use a powder. Because sometimes, I mean, if you watch my videos, you know I get crazy with my cream blush. So just make sure the whole face is set. Okay. The Psy powder is so good, so good. So one of my favorite bronzers ever is the Maybelline Silky Matte Bronzer. I mean, look at this bronzer. It's loved, loved. So I'm gonna take my Ariel A 3.2 brush and just bronze out the outermost part. It's just gonna help make the cream contour last. And then I'm gonna take the brush, squeeze it, bottom lip, gives us that shadow. And then I'm gonna go down the nose. I'm not sure where it stopped filming, but I did my nose. Just squeeze the brush and go like this. And now I'm just gonna take this and soften it. Now I'm gonna take a brightening powder. So I have here the MC Beauty. This is a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury. I've never used the Charlotte Tilbury powder, but I mean, clearly they're trying to dupe Charlotte Tilbury. Some people I've heard say they like this more than Charlotte Tilbury. So I like to just brighten up with this powder. Especially, I like to brighten up the nose. And now it's time for blush. So these Jason Wu blushes are amazing. I have a promo code below for you. But first, we're gonna go in with the pink one. Actually, I don't know. No, we're gonna go with this one only. So this is Magnolia. And I'm gonna take a more precise blush brush. Okay, there it is. So BK Beauty 112, and I'm gonna put this right here. It's really just like the prettiest blush. You know what? I should have gone in with the brightening powder after I did the blush. Because, yeah. There's no shimmer in this, but I used a shimmery blush before with this brush, so that's why it's like shimmery. This is really like a matte blush. And then I go with this one. So this is the Sweet Pea, which is bright pink. And I want this one to be here as well. Super, super blush right now. And I think I'm gonna go back in with some powder or just a puffer and just like soften that up a little bit. And actually whatever's left on my brush, because I like to have the pink not just be on the cheeks, I'm just gonna put some on my forehead and my nose. Just to give it like, you know. And Wet, or not Wet n Wild, I'm gonna say the MAC. So this is the Double Gleam highlighter. This stuff is so good. It gives you a very like soft highlight, because I know highlights are like not in anymore. It's not in to have that blinding highlight. Actually, that's pretty blinding, but I love the glow this gives. It's not like an overkill. It looks so natural. Okay, so now we're gonna do brows. Brows are super boring. I'm going in with my trusted, loved Benefit brow pencil. And I want to keep them pretty soft. And this new Wet n Wild brow gel, this is the Mega Stay. I think this is only on their website, but this brow gel is so good. Oh my goodness. This brow gel is literally the best. It holds your brows like glue. All right, so now with the eyes, I'm gonna take a brownie and I'm only going to define the waterline halfway, like this. And I really like these Palladio brown eyeliners. These are their waterproof eyeliner. They look really good. Okay, so then I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is a Sigma E42. And I'm gonna go with that Python shade in the ColourPop palette. And I'm just gonna blend out here with this and try and like mix it in with the eyeliner a little bit. I don't want it to be too heavy on the bottom eyelid because it can really like pull your eye down. But I want it to be nice, smoked, and balanced. A powder brush here because I just want to make sure that there's no creasing. And then I'm going to take the MAC highlighter, Double Gleam, go in with a brush and get my inner corner. And I'm going to slightly bring it up onto the lid like that. That's the most shimmer we're going to get in this eye look. And then a little bit under the brow. But we don't want to be like, you know, and a little up here. Just barely down the nose. We're gonna do setting spray before we do anything else with the lashes. So I have the Benefit Professional Setting Spray. This setting spray is amazing, and it's so important to use one because it just melts all your powders together. So then I'm going with a puffer and I'm going to press it into the skin. So I go with my favorite lip liner. This is the Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine. So good. Love this lip liner, so good. And then I'm gonna go with Charlotte Tilbury. This is Pillow Talk Fair. It's the prettiest cool tone pink. and it actually lasts really long. I love the formula, and I got the mini for $25 because yes, like if you're someone like me who uses a bunch of different lipsticks, like I almost was gonna use the Mario one. I don't know why I feel like I always have to buy the full size. If they're gonna have the mini, like you might as well get the mini. And I love how the lip is complemented with the blush. It's very like bridal. It's so cute. And then I'm gonna do just a touch of a Lawless lip gloss because Lawless lip gloss is the best. It's in the shade Nudie. And this is my wife's favorite lip gloss too. She's very, very picky when it comes to gloss. Okay, so that is the lips. So now we're gonna do the rest of the eyes. So I'm gonna curl the lashes. I'm gonna go with the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And I mean, look at the difference there. It's funny how like I feel like my lashes go in different spurts and I like different types of mascaras because there was one time recently where I used this and that was just like not working for me. All right, so I'm gonna wait for those to dry and then we're gonna go in with the Ardell Naked Clusters. We're gonna go with the 10s and we're only gonna put them on the outside. All right, mascara is dried, so I'm gonna go in with 10. Yeah, 10. I think I did 210. Yeah, I've only done 210. Okay. And I'm gonna go in with the Ardell Lash Glue. And you wanna wait for it to get tacky. And I am so bad at putting lashes on camera, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try. Make sure you have no glue on your tweezers. And I'm gonna put the outermost one first. And I'm going to okay, it's on. Okay, so I'm gonna take another one, same size, the 10. I mean, isn't this lipstick just like the prettiest shade? Especially with the Nudie Lawless Gloss. And then I'm gonna put them right next to and look at that. Do you see how it just kind of lifts but looks so natural? And I'm gonna do the other eye off camera because I am not feeling like it's gonna go well on camera. All right, I have both the lashes on, but don't they look so natural? But they give you like the just enough, you know? But people are not having any clue. People aren't gonna have any clue you're wearing false lashes. So I'm gonna go back in with that brownie eyeliner just because I want this to be emphasized. Like that. And then I'm going to apply mascara to my bottom lash line, and that is the last step. And once the bottom lash line dries, I like to take a Q-tip and just rub underneath so that way there's no like black mascara on my bottom eyelid because sometimes that happens. And all right guys, this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next video.